Supply chain delays are making it harder for the Navajo Nation to access healthy food. This community is already suffering from high diabetes and obesity rates. NBC News reporter Kiara Sutale shows us how a group of farmers and chefs are finding new ways to bring better food to the tribe.
It's delivery day at Jermaine Simonson's Rocky Ridge Gas and Market, the only place for groceries across more than 100 miles of the Navajo Nation.
My store, it's a small, independent, Navajo-owned grocery store. For a while there, we weren't able to get tissue products, Clorox products, wipes, sanitizers.
Delivery trucks sometimes can't make the drive, and rarely does she get her full food order.
Fish without water. That's how I feel much of the time, being here in this rural community.
Because you don't have the resources?
I just don't have the resources. I mean, did you see a bank coming here? Did you see an accountant's office, a small business administration office? Nothing. You saw nothing.
Some of Simonson's customers must travel 30 miles each way, down washboard gravel roads to buy their essentials here.
Most folks here will drink the Folgers brand.
And Jermaine, you're not marking that at $11.49 to make some huge profit, am I right?
Absolutely not. It's, you know, a markup that basically allows us to stay open.
Food inflation is on the rise across the country, but on the Navajo Nation, food prices rose nearly 15% more this fall than in urban centers, especially produce and deli products, according to research firm Date Assembly.
It's gone.
We already have cereal, honey. The prices is kind of high, but sometimes I don't have the gas money to go all the way out into border towns. So this is my last option of getting stuff here.
So what do you notice is more expensive here in the community?
Meat and milk, cheese, and sometimes the potatoes.
Navajo Nation is more than 27,000 square miles, but there are only about a dozen grocery stores here. That means it was difficult to find affordable food even before the pandemic. But with the supply chain holdups, that's only gotten worse.
Pandemic conditions led regional grocery chain Bashas to sell to Raley's, a larger supermarket chain, after 40 years of serving the Navajo Nation.
And so as a small regional, we were struggling to get product into our distribution center. We don't have the buying power, so we don't have the clout that the national retailers have.
Now, some have taken matters into their own hands.
A few slices of radish on there.
Chef Carlos Deal is trying to decolonize food on the Navajo Nation, one crisp kale salad at a time.
And I have local veggies that I got from coffee pot farms and chichi farms.
After the U.S. government systematically destroyed traditional tribal foodways in the 1860s.
They burnt all the food, they burnt all the crops, they destroyed all the fruit trees, and they burnt all the homes, and then they started sending everybody to concentration camps.
But now Carlos is part of a developing community-based food system, working with local Navajo farmers and grocers like Simonson to provide people with healthier food.
We grow probably about 20,000 seedlings a year.
2 hours west at Shishi Farms, Tyrone Thompson is growing the veggies that Chef Carlos will serve back at Rocky Ridge Market.
What are you all growing out here right now?
So we have a variety of things growing right now. We have carrots, we have Swiss chard, we have a mixture of lettuces, spinach, radish. So it's just getting back to our roots and you know, our traditional ways, as well as adopting innovative ways like the hoop houses.
And he's sharing that knowledge. He's helped others in the region build more than 40 of these sustainable greenhouses. He hopes to grow and reach. Next stop, a hoop house on site at Rocky Ridge Market.
The kids,
delicious.
The kids love the carrots.
Oh, it's so spicy.
And the tomatoes.
Cultivating a healthier future for the next generation.
Kiara joins me live now. Thanks for being with us. Kiara, you also spoke with a restaurant owner whose business took a hit. What happened to her?
Hi, Allison. That's right. We met chef and restaurateur BLEU Adams, who told us she actually had to remove beef from her menu because the costs have gotten so high. Take a listen.
We're seeing immediately a lot of empty shelves. We're very often the last rung on the supply chain ladder. we get what we can after all the big box stores their orders have been fulfilled. Our food costs here started to triple and quadruple.
Yeah. So there's a lot that needs some help for our entrepreneurs, despite everything they're trying to do. As you might have noticed, Rocky Ridge Gas and Market needs some repairs. Chef Deal, who you met, needs a vent hood. He's cooking on a makeshift stove. But even more fundamental, there's so much bureaucratic red tape that makes it difficult to start and run a business on the Navajo Nation. Some of that's infrastructure, like a lack of access to water and electricity, but a lot of it stems from systemic ways that the U.S. government intentionally prevented Native American communities from being able to do things like own their land or get a mortgage. But despite all that, everyone we talked to said they love their community and can't imagine living anywhere else.
Oh, Kiara, thank you so much for reporting today. I really appreciate having you with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.